Today we're going to talk about bell-bottom jeans. Most of us that grew up 70s and 80s owned at least a couple pairs. They made a brief comeback. I think you can still get them, the newer versions of them. They're more of a trend thing. But back then they were just the normal. They were usually really tight on top. And at the bottom, I mean, you could fit 4 or 5 people in some of the legs of those. Let's get real. We all remember it. Anyway, this was like one of those things where it showed individuality. People put pretty pictures on them. They would embroidery flowers and all kinds of stuff. And then they would also use iron-ons because we used a lot of iron-ons back then to decorate our clothing. We had those things everywhere. Everywhere. But these bell bottoms, they were, I don't know. I have pictures of myself in some when I was a kid. Some of them were corduroy. Do you guys remember corduroy? Oh my gosh. I remember corduroy. I look back on those pictures and I laugh at myself. It's actually really funny. I actually have an old Polaroid somewhere of me being probably 4 or 5, and I'm in a bright red pair. At least they look red. It's an old picture. Maybe they were orange, burnt red, something. And these things had like little bell bottoms on the bottom, and I'm running around barefoot. And I remember when I was younger and I would wear these, I would like trip over my bell bottoms. I mean, as children, they would be, pretty brutal to us because we were just little. You could buy patterns to make these things. Yeah, like sewing patterns. People bought sewing patterns back in the day, and they made a lot of our clothes. And my mom made me bell bottoms out of different material. I probably have tons of pictures if I looked them up. I mean, it would actually be kind of funny to get back in my old photos and look at these. But the bell bottom thing came up the other day when I was looking through my photo album of my old pictures. And I remember as a kid them being kind of, they could really hurt you when you tripped and fell over them. But anyway, guys, let me know. Do you guys remember wearing them? I mean, like I said, I know you can still get them. Now they come in and out of fads. But back then, I mean, they were like the thing. Everybody had them. Everybody wore them. They're ugly. I don't like them. I mean, I'm just going to admit, I think they're ugly. Anyway, guys, drop your comments. Let me know what you think. Tell me if you remember. Did your mom make any for you? Dad? Grandma? Make sure you're subscribing, liking the videos, and sharing. And I appreciate you guys all being here. See you in the next one. Bye.